Hi, everybody. What is on the top of everybody's mind is COVID-19. So I would like to talk about real quick, this will take 12 to 14 minutes, the real first step to an end of this coronavirus. I'm talking about safe, effective, fast, no chemical sanitization of your home, your car, where you go to church, where your business is, where you work out, you name it. We now live in, it's not just the cold and flu season, it's the cold, flu, and coronavirus season. This COVID-19 has obviously dramatically changed the psyche of everybody and affected everything that we do. You think real seriously now about shaking somebody's hand or giving somebody a hug, or you look at that doorknob and think, how can I get through there without touching that thing? Well, there's a few ways that we can do this, right? Isolation, in order to flatten the curve, right? Isolation is one of those, and that is great. However, you've eventually got to go grocery shopping. If you're not doing it yourself and you're having groceries delivered, well, there is always the potential to recontaminate your home with goods that are delivered. So how many times have you guys washed your hands in the last 3 weeks? Like a lot, right? Because everybody has learned that hygiene is crucial. How many gloves do you have left? How many masks do you have left? Are we starting to run a little low? I think so, probably. They're hard to come by anyway. And I'm sure everybody is cleaning like a banshee in their houses. And we know that it's laborious. It takes forever, and it's absolutely impossible to get every square inch of your house. So I want to introduce an option. And this is an alternative that does not use chemicals for your interior detoxification and decontamination, which is like pretty cool, right? There is no program that can do what we're offering and maintain a green system that improves the health of the people and the home. However, this is not a singular solution. What I'm talking about is oxidation, sanitization, and protection. Ozone generation has been around for a long, long time. It was originally discovered in like the 1880s and then became more popular in the 1940s. So it's been around for a very, very long time. But don't take my word for it. Please feel free to go online. There is plenty of information regarding ozone treatments. The way ozone works is the ozone molecule it has a very short life cycle, and it's easily disbonded. It's O3 is ozone, and the third atom is easily disbonded, and it will attach itself to bacteria, viruses, molds, any soils in the home, and in effect, it oxidizes the outer envelope of the virus or the soil, oxidizing it, thereby destroying the DNA on the interior. What you have left is O2, which is oxygen. So it's very, very safe. I told you there's stuff all over the internet. Let me just show you a couple things. This is from the Journal of Infectious Diseases and Epidemiology. And the beginning of the abstract right down here, it talks about that enveloped virus. And it says, ozone therapy, a very inexpensive and safe modality, may safely exploit this critical vulnerability, in other words, the envelope, in many viruses, inclusive of SARS-CoV-2. Wow, that's pretty cool. Here's Thailand medical news. Ozone has been proven to kill the SARS coronavirus. Has been proven to kill, and this is, you're like 17 different studies is what I keep seeing all over the internet that has proven ozone kills coronavirus. And since the structure of the new COVID-19 coronavirus is almost identical to that of the SARS coronavirus, it's relatively safe to say that it will also work on the new coronavirus, which is, wow. Here's one from PRN Newswire. Since ozone has been proven to kill 99.999% of pathogens in the air, including SARS coronavirus and influenzas, researchers anticipate that it may be an important tool in preventing the spread of the new coronavirus 2019. Man, this is awesome. How about Mizzou, and I've probably pronounced that incorrectly. Ozone, O3, like we talked about, is a blue gas. It's powerful, antiviral, antimicrobial, antibacterial, antifungal disinfectant for both air and water. Matter of fact, it's being used in food processing and medical treatments all over the world today. The ozone generator kills single and multicellular organisms, including bacteria, viruses, and quite very possibly including the COVID-19 coronavirus. Man, this is awesome. Now, everybody has heard the power of oxygen. It's been on TV for years, right? There's products that whiten clothes, clean your teeth, kill germs, etc. Well, ozone is a natural substance. You know, you walked outside after a lightning storm and there's that smell, that's ozone, all right? But instead of spending hours attempting to scrub your entire house and unable to get every square inch and using all kinds of chemicals, ozone, it's because of its gaseous nature, penetrates the whole house, and it touches virtually every single little nook and cranny in your house. So it's extremely effective and very safe. You may have heard about UV radiation, HEPA treatment, HEPA filters, those kind of things. Think of it like this. Those are not bad, okay, but you're trying to bring the pollution to the solution, and you can't always do that. You're not going to pull all the air in the entire house to that solution. So not to put them down, they're very good tools, but they have their limitations. Whereas ozone, excuse me, being a gas, it fills the entire house. So really the only expedient and affordable way to truly decontaminate a house is to fill the whole thing full of ozone, so it gets inside all those tiny little nooks and crannies that you're probably not going to be able to get to in normal cleaning or other remediation type of processes. We talked about it being used all over the world, and it kills faster than bleach. It's just an ideal application. And here's something really cool. Viruses and bacteria cannot become immune to ozone like they can chemicals. Wow, think about that for a second. Viruses and bacteria need oxygen to survive, so without it, they can't. So that's why they will never become immune to ozone. So the Inspectigator, Expect, and Hero Home Inspections, we have all partnered together and entered this market with what we believe to be a superior and holistic sanitization solution to this pandemic, with a safe, natural, 3-layer approach to a healthy environment, which is consistent with the National Ozone Association. Our 3-layer program it's extremely effective and designed for maximum infection prevention without using any chemicals or leaving any chemical residues. This is consistent with the National Ozone Association and OMG sanitization protocol. So what the heck is it? Step 1 is what we call shock level ozone treatment, where you've got to get the levels high enough to kill the soils. And people ask, does this stuff really work? It's science. It always works, okay? As far as hitting those levels, according to the National Ozone Association, you've got to get the interior environment up to 2.5 to 5 parts per million to do regular cleaning and sanitizing. Okay, cleaning is not necessarily sanitizing. To get it to have odor removal, smoke and cooking smells, animal smells, those kind of things, you've got to get it up a little bit higher to 4 to 12 part per million. Then depending on your equipment, the National Ozone Association also claims that ozone can kill molds and insects, which is not what we're doing here. We're talking about sanitization, but kind of if it occurs, it's a beneficial, some collateral benefits there, if you will, right? Step 2 would be fogging. We use a product called Decon 5. It's recommended by the National Ozone Association. It's a fogging machine that sends out the Decon 5 into the air, sweeping all its particulates, neutralizing all kinds of toxins, and then further sanitizing surfaces as it settles. Again, it leaves no toxic residue, no chemicals. It's EPA registered and green certified. Step 3 is a point of use treatment. Okay, we apply an enzyme spray treatment that penetrates and lifts hard to remove soils from all kinds of surfaces. It's ecologically safe. It's 100% biodegradable. It's harmless to humans and pets. And then we also use that's for the disinfecting and sanitization. And then we use a product called Back Shield, which is an inhibitor. Okay, that is applied to non-food surfaces. And I'm talking things like countertops, doorknobs, appliance handles, thermostats, plumbing fixtures, light switches. Those are the kind of things we treat with the enzyme and the inhibitor. These products are commercial grade stuff. You are not going to find them in a grocery store. Let me be very, very clear. We are not promising to kill the new COVID-19. Okay, this is a relatively new strain, and there has not been testing on that, although these processes have been proven to kill the SARS coronavirus. We are not claiming or promising to treat anybody that has been affected, and we are not claiming to prevent somebody from contracting it. Okay, your environment has a lot to do with it. Bottom line is, ozone and the Decon 5 product is a very, very effective antimicrobial, antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal disinfectant that penetrates the entire home. And not only houses, of course, your office areas, your work areas, those can be treated as well. And the cars, your cars, work vans, etc. How cool is that? Because an environment can be reinfected by somebody else coming back in, or you bringing in products that may be tainted, we can actually even set up weekly programs, monthly programs, whatever fits your needs and your needs right now. The thing is, it's nice because everything is natural. The byproducts are nothing but oxygen and water. So everything is very, very safe. We do get asked, does this damage my stuff? And the short answer is yes. In prolonged exposures, you can have oxidation to rubbers and metals and things like that. But our shock treatments are short cycle treatments. They don't go for very long, so they're not going to damage anything. But if you have any concerns about ruining, damaging something, fine, we'll just remove it. Problem taken care of. Is this hazardous to your health? In a short answer, yes. If you're exposed to high levels, like the shock levels that we produce, yes. That's why all people and pets are removed. The house is vacated, and you're only talking the process. It's typically between 3 and 4 hours, so it's not that long. If you're talking about a car, it's maybe half an hour. It's a much shorter time frame. So if you have any questions, concerns, you want to call me direct, that's my cell number, 407-468-2463. Feel free to give me a call. I love talking about this. If you're sitting there thinking, why am I wasting any more time and I just want to schedule something, please call the office, 407-678-HOME or 407-678-4663. We would love to work with you and make your place healthier. So I appreciate your time. To your health and wealth.